Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, as part of trade recap, I clearly told this market is going to be in a range bound. As expected, prices did not move much on either direction because of Sensex expiry, and market did eventually close in the same place in 1 hour. If I see again in 1 hour, this is again still in a downtrend. Okay, it is more like in an accumulation phase. It will be in a range bound phase for some time. As and when we get a breakout or a breakdown, the move will be very fast in that direction. This is what we call it as an accumulation phase before the distribution phase happens. Understand this? And the same happens here as well. This is what we call it as accumulation. As and when we get a breakout, the move will be faster here in one direction. Now what we are going through is nothing more of an accumulation phase. This is what is happening. Now we have to see whether market is going to give a breakdown or a breakout. I am not much interested in the breakout scenario. I am more interested in the breakdown scenario because we have few demands in the downward direction which are yet to be filled. And we also have a lot of liquidity in the downward direction which again needs to be filled, right? Okay, so moving back to our discussion, I'm just going to quickly say the best trade alone for tomorrow. Okay, one more thing which you have to notice is this market as part of today's price action is an efficient market. What do I mean by efficient market is market created a supply, it tapped into a supply. So this supply is invalid now, right? Then what happened? Market created one more supply and that supply is also tested by a wick, right? So this supply is also invalid now. And market came down and again created one more supply here. This supply is also retested. Now what does this leave us with? We have one last supply here, but I don't want to call it as a supply yet. Why I don't want to call it as a supply is this move, whatever we have here as part of this consolidation move which we have today, did not give a break of closure, like break of structure in the downward direction. I need to see a proper closure at least in 5 minutes time frame, right? So in 5 minutes time frame tomorrow, this discussion is going to be very simple. If I get a closure here, then what do I want to see is like a small pullback back to the supply before starting to pull back down. I'm not interested in buying this call for till the supply. Rather, I'm more interested in selling it if I get a small change of character in 1 minute or 2 minutes time frame. I'm going to show it with a small candle by candle example so that it makes you even more clear. Okay, let's assume market opens flat tomorrow. Okay, exactly flat. There are not much of a difference, and in first 5 minutes itself it gives a very big red candle like this. Okay, so then what happens is this candle here, last candle itself will act as a supply. Then we can immediately start selling from this. Okay, this is scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is if market did not give a very big candle like this, instead market was like dancing in here, like it gave a candle like this in the first 5 minutes, it filled this supply, then it created one more red candle like this in the second candle, and then it created like a consolidation kind of a range just like today. Then we need to see which indecision candle we get before the actual break of structure happens. If market wants to go up, let it go up, because of the reason that I don't have a very bigger range on the upside. We need closures first of all about 26,200, right? And the topward range is only 26,240. It is capped to 40 points. I don't want to do trade just for 40 points. Rather, I would like to see some kind of a reversal happening here and try to see if I can take the market down. That is what I would be more interested when it comes to market moving in the upward direction. My best case scenario would be if we get a 5 minutes closure either from a flat and going down, or the second case scenario is market being consolidation and then giving a breakdown below this range, below 26,115, I wanted to see a closure. If I get a closure below, 26110 to be on a very safe side. This is a liquidity zone again. So 26110, if I get a closure below this, then on a small pullback, I wanted to take the market as much down as possible by trailing the candle to candle after my target of 100 points is being achieved. Okay. Third case scenario is if market opens gap down. If market opens somewhere around this place, 26,080 or 26,060 or wherever it wants to open, I wanted to again see market coming up to the supply and give a change of structure before taking the market down. Only in this scenario, I wanted to see this confirmation. If market opens flats and goes down, I don't want to see any kind of confirmation. Only if market opens gap down and then comes up to the supply, I wanted to see a confirmation before taking the market down. I have a course specifically designed for you which make you understand all the concepts in market structures, liquidity, how to trade reversals, how to trade continuations. All that will be covered in this course from a beginner to advanced level. So if you're interested to buying this course, let me know. Thank you so much. We'll meet in the next educational video.